Jake's watching. So we're shaking the 9 gates. This is it. Going back and forth. We're lifting our rib cage. Going back and forth. Now we're turning our shoulders. That's twisting the center of our body. That's warming up our internal organs. And now we want to warm up our neck by, when we turn one way, have our neck follow our shoulder, just loose. We want to feel, since we're lifting and dropping our rib cage, we're trying to get the skin moving over the muscles moving over the bones. Okay, so now we're going to come up, throw the energy out. Just hold your hands away from your body, but we're going to take 2 breaths. Just focus on your hands. Breathe in with your abdomen. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, the second one we're going to do is to warm up our internal organs a bit by twisting, massaging them. So we're just going back and forth. Our hands are hitting. This is called Dragon Shakes its Whiskers. So this hand can be hitting your stomach. The other hand can be hitting your back lightly just by turning. And now once again, we want to warm up our neck as we turn, our chin follows our shoulders. This is loosening up our neck, which increases blood flow to our brain. Loose, just a couple more. And then the last one, we're going to try to open up our spine. So we're going to lean to the side. If you have any kind of spinal problems, don't do that, just stretch. But we're going to make a small circle, a medium-sized circle, a bigger circle. Then we're going to come here, this hand goes, we're going to lean to one side. And then to get a little bit more of a stretch, you're leaning toward there and you can look down toward the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to small circle, medium-sized circle, big circle. This hand comes over. These are our warm-up exercises just to get everything open. Do one more each side. 1, 2, 3. Lean. And then one more. 1, 2, 3. Lean. All right. So we're working on our kidneys. It's the water season, so the kidney is our major water organ. So it has to be healthy. Our body is mostly water, so you want to keep that healthy for your general health, and it kind of controls the rest other organs in your body. So what you want to do is you never want to shock it. So we're going to massage our kidneys, but first we want to warm our hands. So if you hold your breath, focus on your hands, rub them together. We're trying to get blood and chi, heat to flow to our hands. Okay, so now you're going to take those hands, you either put them on your kidney. If you don't have the shoulder flexibility, you can put the back of your hands on your kidneys. Otherwise, put your hands on your kidneys. We're just going to lean forward right now. We're just trying to get that heat to go into our kidneys, warm our kidneys, any energy in our hands. Just do a few. 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to massage them again, but this time you're going to make fists, and you're going to use your knuckles, and you're going to start in your back and go across. I'll turn. So we're just making small circles. Then you come out, back, up to your spine. Continue. All right, so the next few movements, they work on, what we're doing is we're expanding and contracting, or we're twisting, and that's going to put pressure and relief. We're going to push fluids out of our organs and then let stale fluids out and let fresh fluids in. But we're focusing on our kidneys, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one. First one, you're going to come up. It's working on your rib cage flexibility too, and your lungs. So you're going to breathe in, and then you're going to make fist and breathe out. So as you breathe in, you look up slightly, your shoulder blades come together, open up the chest, and when we breathe out, we have our collarbones come together. But because we're working on our kidneys, when we come together, we're going to push out on our kidneys. So we're breathing in, slight arch in our back, breathe out, focusing on our kidneys. We're trying to get fluids in and out of our kidneys. Breathe in, so we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and then breathe out. We're breathing with our abdomen. So we'll do one more, focusing on the breathing. So you want your lower, we're doing abdominal breathing. So below your navel goes out, and then when you breathe out, you pull that in. And we're leaning and we're massaging our kidneys. So now we're going to do a similar one. We're going to have our hands on our kidneys, but it's similar. You're going to look up, pull your elbows together, that pulls your collarbones together, and we're going to breathe out, and we're going to bend over, and we're going to breathe out through our mouths. We usually say chew, so we're here, breathe in, and then chew. You breathe out for as long as you can, breathe in, breathe in. We're going to do one more. So hands on your kidneys, reaching, breathe in. So what we're doing is I'm showing you a lot of movements. They're all for your kidneys. So what you can do is during the day, you can pick one out that you like and do that several times during the day, just like when you're waiting for your coffee to be made, or just to keep your kidneys engaged. So the other thing is they have animals associated with each organ, and the bear, in the style we use, the bear is the water animal. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few bear movements, but they're focusing once again on the kidneys. So what we do is we make a bear claw. This is bear hits tree. So you're making a bear claw. They have big flat claws. And the other hand goes behind your back, and you're going to breathe in, and then there's a tree behind you, and you're going to like smash into the tree, but we're doing it slowly. Once again, we're going to breathe out, and we're going to turn and try to touch that tree behind us, and that's twisting the center of our body and putting pressure on our kidneys. Once again, we're trying to push out stale fluids, and then when we relax, fresh fluids come in. So we're going to breathe in, and then we try to touch that tree behind us with our palm. Breathe in. Breathing out through our mouth. Breathe in, and then we do the chew sound. Okay, so we want to do both kidneys, so now we're going to switch hands. The same thing. We breathe in with our abdomen, and then and we twist, look behind, try to touch behind. Just go by whatever your flexibility is, but we're trying to turn the center of the body and focus on the kidneys. Breathe in. Okay, so once again, this is turning the center of your body, massaging and warming up all your internal organs, but we're focusing on the kidneys. We have one more. We usually teach this for the kids. It's we teach them when we teach them Tai Chi. We teach them the animals. So the next one is walking like a bear. What you're doing? It's a little bit different. You're lifting up your rib cage and then twisting, and then lowering your rib cage. So you're kind of rolling your shoulders, but you're lifting your rib cage. That opens up like the fluids on this side, draws them in, squeezes out the fluids on the other. We're twisting, that focuses on the kidneys. So we'll just do a few. Walking. So you're coming up, you twist, you want to be twisting, lifting that rib cage off, and then squeezing down. That's walking like a bear, but we're focusing on, once again, on the kidneys and the internal organs, trying to get energy and fluids moving freely through, flushing out any toxins. So you can do these. This is also, since you're using your shoulders, you can also use it to loosen up your shoulder and your back area. All right, so it's walking like a bear. Like I said, if you have any of these that you find that you like, then you can do those. You want to practice. If you focus just for a minute, we'll sit here and just breathe in. Just feel your kidney area. So breathe in, breathe out. You're doing abdominal breathing. Breathe in, abdomen goes out. Breathe out, comes in, but you're focusing, just trying to see if you can feel any difference in your kidneys. Breathe in. Breathe out. So the other thing we focus on during the winter is, once again, I'm giving you a lot of movements. You pick out the movements that you want to practice, or you can re-watch the video later and do all of them. The other thing we do is focus on bone density. And what we do is we do a few things. The two main things are bone tapping. So we tap our arms and our bones, and that kind of activates them. Plus, we're hitting the meridians. That's drawing energy to that area. But we want to stress our bones. There's two ways we do that. One way is tapping, which we'll do in a second, and that helps build bone density over the years. So what we're going to do is you're going to come down. You're going to go up the back of your arm, across your shoulder, down your sternum, your ribs, and then up the front of your arm. So here we go. I usually do 3 taps. 1, 2, 3. Start with your fingers because your meridians start and end in your fingers. So you want to activate those. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Get the shoulders, and then when you switch, those are round bones. They create red blood cells when they're activated. And now you're going to make like a bird's beak. You're going to bring your fingers to get all together. Hopefully things were in focus. Bring your fingers together, and you're going to tap with the tips of your fingers. So these are the flat bones. They create white blood cells and activate your immune system. So we're tapping, and come down, get to the solar plexus. Make sure you get a few extra taps there. And then you're going to go across to your ribs. Now you're going to, when you get to your armpit, that's where your lymph glands are. We want to flush out your lymph glands. Keep, because your lymph system is more of a passive system, so you actually have to move to keep all the fluids flushed out. So we're going to rub those lymph glands in your armpit for a minute. Now you're going to start tapping again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then your palm. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Change to your bird's beak. Start 1, 2, 3, hitting the flat bones, your collarbones. sternum, solar plexus thing. Come over to the ribs, massage your lymph glands, turn over, and then we go down the front of the arm to the palm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll do one more set of these. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Massage the lymph glands. Three, 3. Lymph glands. 3. Okay, so once again, we'll just take 2 breaths, have your arms come out. Might feel a little bit of tingling. We tried to also activate the meridians and the acupuncture points and put a little stress on our bones. That Wolf's Law that tells our bones to start building some bone density. Okay, so the other way, you can also hit your legs. We're not going to do that today because all the messy technical things kind of fell behind schedule, but you can tap your legs, basically the same thing, and go down your legs and then come up the inside of your legs. But the other way that we build bone density, it's called holding positions. What happens is you have your back straight and you have your feet about 2 shoulder widths apart. If you can, you want your feet pointing forward. If you can't, you might have to have them in an angle. But when you bend your knees go in the direction of your big toes. So if your toes are pointing out, they go sideways. Otherwise, if your toes are straight, they go straight. You don't want your toes to go past, your knees to go past your toes. But what we're doing is we're keeping our back straight. We're lowering our hips, and what you'll feel it, you'll engage. The lower you go, the more it engages the major muscles in your legs. All right, you don't have to get really low, but you want to make sure that they're engaged, because what happens is then they're putting a slight micro bend in the bones in your legs, and that signals, because they're piezoelectric, they send out slight electrical impulses and various different things to tell your body that your bones are under stress. And once again, that if your bones are stressed, your body starts building up bone density. So you want to put some stress. That's why you also do high impact exercises, because that sends shockwaves through your bones and tells your body that they're under stress. Anyway, so you want to make sure you should feel your legs engaged. Holding position also builds up your determination and your mental focus. So we're going to just hold for 1 minute. So in this case, you have a lot of different hand positions. We're just going to put our hands in front of our heart. Your elbows are out, but not up. You want to have your shoulders relaxed. We're just going to hold. Breathe in. We'll just do 9 breaths. Breathe out. Breathe in. 2, breathe out. Shoulders relaxed. You want to make sure you're not leaning forward, your back's straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You may start feeling it in your legs. That's why it builds up your determination. We're going to do 4 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Keep everything relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now you're going to bring your feet together. You're just going to take all that energy you created, bring it up, breathe in, and then push it down into your abdomen. Okay, hopefully you should feel something in your legs. That meant you were actually getting low. That's why, like I said, as you do it and have to hold it, you get lower and lower, and then you try to hold it, say, for 5 minutes. That really builds up your determination, since after 1 minute, you don't want to do it anymore. All right, so we're going to do one more bone tapping thing, and then we're going to run over a little bit because of all the messy stuff that happened at the beginning. I'm going to go 5-10 minutes over the time, even though that means the whole lesson was only half an hour. So we have the one other bone impact thing. What you can do is it's called Buddha pounds the mortar. So you hold one hand in front of your navel, palm up. The other hand, you're going to make a fist, and you're going to drop the fist. So the back of your hand, you're not pounding this way. The back of your hand hits. That way you're hitting a lot of the meridian points on your hand are going to be activated. Plus, we're causing, once again, some tension in your bones because we're hitting parts of your body, but you're not hitting. Here's the hard part, because you want to stay relaxed. If you hit, then see your body tightens up. That stops energy from flowing and fluids from flowing. So you're just going to bring your hand up, and you're just like, you're going to relax and just let it drop down. So you don't want to be hitting. You're just up and then drop. It actually hits harder if you're just relaxed than if you're hit. It seems like it should be the opposite. So we'll do 5 on each side. We'll do 3. First we'll do 3 and 3, because first we're going to do 1, come up, relax, drop it down, 3. So you can either do the next 3 the same, or you can shift your weight onto one leg, and when this foot comes up, this helps you build your balance. You're going to bring the leg up, same arm, so they're connected, and that just drops down too. So you're here. That's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to do. You can stay with the first one if you have balance problems, but this helps you actually work on your balance. If you have some balance problems, you can just lift it a little. Otherwise, try to lift it to your belt level. So up, 1, 2, 3. We'll do the other side. We actually did a lot more, so we'll do 5 each on this side. So this arm comes up and it's just dropping into the other hand. Up, drop. You're hitting with the back. You're landing with the back of your hand. 3, 4. Everything's relaxed when you drop it. Now you can shift your weight and then come up. 1, 2, 3. So if you want to get the full effect and you don't have bad knees, what you can do is when this comes up, you don't lower this. Both of them just drop. So they come up, which means your foot hits the floor. Okay, so as Buddha pounds the mortar, you can use that. See, the back of my hands are all red. It actually hits. You've got a lot of meridians in your hands, acupuncture points. That's bringing blood there. It's actually very good for your hands too. Helps anything that makes blood go to your hands, helps fight off any kind of hand problems that you might develop later. All right, so we're just going to have a few minutes. What we're going to do, the third thing we want to do is during the winter, we want to meditate, but what we're going to do, you can do breathing exercises that helps you get rid of anxiety. It's called Pebble in the Pond. You drop a pebble in the pond, your hands are like on the surface of the water, and there's a ripple that goes out, and it gets to a maximum point. You're kind of following the ripple, gets to the maximum point about here. You're not doing this, coming back and then coming to your stomach. You are not doing that. you go out and the maximum part's here and then it comes in. So if you from the front, you're gonna breathe in, your hands go out, you're pulling energy, positive energy in and pulling it to your navel. And then as you breathe out, you're pushing out stale energy. See, but my hands are staying, I'm not going up and down. My hands are staying on the surface of the water. Another pebbles drop. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just going to do a couple minutes of this. We're trying to activate our parasympathetic. You have a sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight, but that's full of anxiety and fear and cuts off, like you don't digest your food anymore because everything's going to your adrenal gland, getting you ready to flee or fight. So this is relax and digest, the parasympathetic. So you're breathing in, gathering positive energy, putting it into your organs. Breathe out, expel any stale energy. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, just relax. Everything's relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed. Breathe out. Breathe in. You can slightly arch your back, open up your chest a bit as you're breathing in. You're not straining it, it's just a very subtle movement. You can pull your pelvis under a bit so your backbone's straight as you go out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing with the abdomen. Abdomen goes out. Breathe in. Pulling it back in. Breathe in. We're just going to go one more minute. Breathe out. Breathe in, hands go out, and then pull back any energy that you get. Flush out any anxiety you have. Breathe in. Breathe out. You want to focus. Your hands are staying on the surface of the water. Just kind of feel the energy from that ripple go out. Drawing it back into your navel. Do 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so now to finish, we're going to leave the practice room. So we're going to do it by pulling down the heavens again. You're going to reach up, gather energy from the earth, from the sky, and then breathe out, push it through your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then breathe in. Breathe out. And then, of course, you congratulate yourself for having done something good for your body.